Well, this is one of the websites that deal with the solely lunar calendar that we've been distributing, giving out to anyone who wants a copy. All you need to do is put Lunar Sabbath and let's say SDA, and you can see that the SDA have been told about the Lunar Sabbaths, and obviously this movement is growing rapidly. The true Hebraic calendar as opposed to the Gregorian calendar.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church are some of the finest people you'll ever know. In their quest for truth, their knowledge has increased dramatically over the many years.
I'll leave the link below.
But for some reason, their quest has ceased. They claim to be a movement, yet that movement is no longer in motion. They have found what they believe to be the truths. They are solid in their beliefs, and they refuse to move forward from their Gregorian-based calendation system. They know about the lunar Sabbaths. They refuse to tell their people of it. They teach of the beast power that has changed times and laws, but yet they refuse to acknowledge the laws they see is in front of them. It's not difficult to acknowledge, but it's the times they refuse to acknowledge that have been changed. It is our prayer at Sabbath of the Bible that the members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church would begin to investigate and study the true Seventh-day Sabbath of the Bible of creation. I have spoken with the leaders of the Michigan Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I've asked them how they're maintaining their count back to creation. They do not have an answer. You need a datum point that references something in order to be able to count back to creation. I did ask him if he had a stick in his back pocket with 7 notches in it. The moon is what gives us our datum. Genesis 1:14 tells us that the moon was created for signs, seasons, days, and for years. Days and years are both elements of time. That is the plan of our Creator, not a Gregorian calendar that hangs on the wall. Please know and understand, the Seventh-day Adventist Church members are following a Gregorian calendar, the very calendar that they speak against, the very beast power that they speak against. Read the article, be blessed, understand it is Hosea 4:6 that tells us that it is the lack of knowledge that destroys my people.
He's an old picture of Ellen G. White, and as it says here, she's just posing with Masons, which proves that she was probably linked with Masonry. And obviously the Masons love to mix in lies with truth. They've always done that. So they don't like the truth, you know. They always mix the lies in. It's something to do with Rome. Basically, they're agents of Rome, the Masons, whether they know it or not. So as evidence here, Ellen G. White photograph with many Masons there. And to have a sort of epitaph like this, then you got to be in the Masons to get one of those. So again, it's like Rutherford and the Jehovah's Witnesses, who basically was buried under one of these things, very, very clearly Masonic. And the Watchtower Society in the background. Very many articles written about this, of course. There's another website, Four Angels Publications, covering that article about the truth being presented to the SDA Church. But they're so full of Masons that, of course, they don't want to listen to the truth about the true Hebraic calendar, as we call it at Jeshurun, the Reformed Jewish calendar, Reformed Hebrew calendar. This being truly what a calendar should look like. You know, you've got the new moon in the left column, then the first Sabbath, which is the first quarter, the full moon Sabbath, another 7 days later, 7 days last quarter, and then you've got the last sliver, and then the new moon again, going into the new moon. That's the Creator's calendar. These are the dates for this year and next year. So these are all the Sabbath dates that are on the calendar. This is the way it should look. You know, maybe if you've requested a copy We've sent it to you. The things haven't been quite laid out like this, but this is how it should look. If you download it as a Word document, basically, it should look like this. It's a 2-page document. You just print the front, print the back, and there we have the true 7-day week. That's the Roman weekdays there in the left column. Then the Hebrew days: Yom Rishon, Rom Shini, Yom Shleshi, Yom Revi, Yom Kahami Shli, Yom Hashishi, and then Shabbat. That literally means in Hebrew day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and then Shabbat. It's day 7.